Right, babies, it's that time again. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can hear over my car, but there's a house wren out here. That is a house wren, baby. And I like to know the names of birds because each of their songs are individual. And so I think we honor God's creation by paying attention and honoring them for their uniqueness. Just as God is looking to honor us in our uniqueness, as long as we're in relationship with Him. Yeah, baby. So we are in, excuse me, we are in Job 17. And Job 17, as many of you know, is a highly literary piece of work. Unlike a lot of other writings in the Bible. And by that I mean it makes a conscious, the writer makes a conscious use of metaphor, symbolism, double meanings. It's very sophisticated. And as such, I think that helps authenticate it as inspired by God, compared to the book of Joshua, which is obviously inspired by a relentless thirst for power through military conquest. Thank you, humanity, not God. So by comparison, in Job, just like in all of life, we have evidence of the Word of God being expressed. Just as you heard in the house wren, the Word of God. Just as you see around you in the beauty of nature, the Word of God. Just as you see in all of your life where creative acts are united with the Spirit of God, and there's a fluid expression of understanding of our place in creation, God's place as creator, and our place as co-creators with Him in the expression of that life. Yes, all of that is the Word of God. Yeah, baby. So that's why, don't get all up on your high horse saying, "Oh, this guy, he doesn't have a respect for the Word of God." No, I have a respect for the Word of God. What I don't have a respect for is Bible worshipers who try to make sense out of genocide in the Bible and call that the Word of God. Yeah. Let's use our brains, people. God gave us them to use them for a reason. All right. So in Job 17, we have Job. He's kind of at his wit's end, because you have to remember, in the days of when this was written, and I'm going to guess it was probably about 600 BC, something like that, maybe earlier. They had no real belief or concept of resurrected life, living forever. When this carcass stops breathing and the heart stops beating, that's it, baby. That's why he makes a comment in there. He says, I'm ready to make my bed with corruption and with worms. So he's realizing he's got nothing left, and he's about to disappear, and his so-called friends are mocking him, saying, look at you, you call yourself righteous, but you don't have any evidence of righteousness. You have nothing, and you're about to decay. And so, in one sense, I really like this book because it's honest. And in that way, I think it shows, I think it's historic in the sense that it reflects, well, no, let me back up a little bit. I think all of the Bible is historic in that it reflects what was culturally identified as morally superior thinking and or believing. And that's why you have some contradictions in the Bible, because each writing reflects what was valued at that time as expressed by that particular writer, and in some cases in line with the actual Spirit of God. That's why you got to be paying attention to see what's going to actually change your life for the good. So in this case, the historicity of Job, to me, is found in and the value is found in its honesty of the character and expression of his hopelessness. It's not like some of the other parts of the Bible where you have like this fake attempt at trying to either please God or create a scenario that will bring about a certain desired outcome. No, this is just somebody being real for what they're feeling, regardless of whether the story of Job actually occurred. I highly doubt it. But it's useful in that it shows us how low we can get when we put our minds to temporal pleasantries as opposed to the beauty and the peace that comes from just faith itself in God. And so in that sense, I think it's forever useful. And whenever you find something forever useful in your life, whether it's in the pages of the Bible or not, that is the Word of God, baby. Oh yeah. Because you know how it says his word will not return to him void. Oh yeah, baby. That's what he's talking about. When he speaks life. And life just generates life. And so you can see in all of history, and even in your own life right now, you sow seeds in your life in a way that yields more fruit. And it's not something you really work exceptionally hard at. You just have to be faithful to tend to the seed, make sure things are appropriately cared for, so that seed can grow and the fruit of love, faith, patience, peace that can be seen in you and can be evidence of God working in your life. And it's up to us to honor that same work that God's doing in other people's lives, even if they're not Christians. Oh yeah, baby. Because guess what? One day you weren't a Christian. And wasn't God working in you to get you to that point to say, yes, I believe? So don't underestimate the evidence of life you see around you, and make sure you're giving honor to it, because God is the author of it, and what you're witnessing is the Word of God.